Hey guys, I'm Sarah and today I'm going to simply make an apple pie because why not? That's something I haven't done a video on. I've only recently kind of got the hang of doing this. We've got apples growing for Africa at the moment. You'll find them along the roadsides and country roads. It's just a good time of year for apples. I just actually went out and checked on our bees, and while I was there, gathered some apples in my hat. We've got a few different apple trees. Some of them are really good sort of eating apples. Some of them, like this, are really only good for sort of stewing or cooking. They're quite tangy, although I don't mind eating them as well. So I've got about 8 sort of medium to smallish size apples here. We'll just see how we go size-wise. For this recipe, you'll want about 6 cups of apple. You can either slice them or dice them. My husband, he likes them sliced, so that's the way I'm doing this. Now, I'm actually also going to incorporate some blackberries into here because we just went foraging and we've got heaps of blackberries at the moment. So this is going to be an apple and blackberry pie, but by all means just make it apples if that's all you've got on hand. But it's pretty easy if you want to incorporate any other type of fruit. Just go for it. Now also with apple pie, there's different ways of doing it. I mean, if you've already got some canned apples, use them if you want to. It just won't need quite as much cooking. You can simply get a pie dish, dump some canned apples in there and put pastry on top. Boom, in the oven, done. It can be as simple as that. Personally, when it comes to apple pie, I like to have the crust all the way around, which does complicate things a little bit more, but it's still a pretty simple process. So of course you can buy short, sweet short crust pastry. I like to make mine because again, it's not that difficult to make. But if you want to buy it, you buy it, I shan't judge. So I'm going to add 2 cups of plain flour. Keep that to one side because we may need it for sprinkling on the bench. In fact, we definitely will. 150 grams of butter. We're just going to cut this into the flour until it starts resembling breadcrumbs. It helps if it's nice and cold. If you don't have proper butter, you can use margarine or table spread, not a problem. I have actually just done a video purely on making pastry, both savoury and sweet. So puff pastry is something I've never really had the hang of, just the amount of butter and fluffing about you need. I think if I need puff pastry for anything, I'm just going to be lazy and buy it. Something's got to give. That's starting to look nice and crumbly now. So we're going to add in half a cup of sugar, stir that in, and I'm going to put in 2 egg yolks. It's not strictly necessary to add egg yolks. You can instead just add some really icy cold water. However, the egg yolk does make for a much richer pastry, and it won't be quite as crumbly. It will stick together a lot easier, so it is worth adding egg yolks in there. You do just need the yolks. About a tablespoonful of water. We're just going to incorporate all this until we have a nice dough ball. Then I'm just going to flour the bench and roll this out. And of course, how big you want it depends on how big a pie you're making. I'm doing one that size, which is about 8 inches-ish. I'm making a circle, it's just prettier in a circle. Everyone gets the same amount of crust, You want to do it in a big rectangular dish? Your call. So I want to roll it out, but you definitely want to leave some because I'm going to be doing a top on this. Now, when it comes to the top, partly because it saves pastry and partly because it looks pretty, I like sort of doing a bit of a crisscross latticey type top. I don't get really fancy and weave it in and out like some people do. It does look prettier that way, I will concede, but prettiness versus keeping it simple. Just roll that out, reasonably nice and thin. Punch out the shape with that so I know how big it's going to be, and I'll just chop around just outside of that. Grease the dish so that this doesn't stick to it. And then just do a bit of patchwork around the edges. Now I'm aware that this isn't strictly a pie dish, it's actually more like a cheesecake tin I'm using here. I don't have a proper pie dish, but that's okay. It serves the same purpose. There we go, it's not the prettiest thing in the world. But if you're going to complain about my pie looking rustic, you come make me a pie. Got a bit left over there for the top. I'm just going to throw that in the fridge for now. I'll throw this in the fridge as well. Start chopping up some apples until I've got about 6 cups worth. Needless to say, if you want to peel them, peel them. I'm not a fan, I just leave the skins on. Now, I'm just going to sprinkle into here about 2 tablespoons of flour. If you don't, this just ends up really, really liquidy. And also, I've actually got some from the last time I made an apple pie, some cinnamon sugar. So basically, about a quarter to a half a cup of sugar, depending on how sweet you want it, and then between a teaspoon to a tablespoon of cinnamon, again depending on how cinnamony you want it. And you can use either white or brown sugar for doing that with. So we're just going to toss these all about. Now, as I say, you can just leave it at that with the filling, or I'm going to put some blackberries in here because I'm not big on measuring. I'm not going to. I'm thinking I'm probably adding about 3/4 of a cup in there. I'm just going to be very gentle with those though, because I don't want to break them up. I just want them dotted around as opposed to smooshed through it. I'm going to go grab that pastry, throw it in. And we want to preheat the oven you want it reasonably hot to start with, so preheat it to about 230 degrees Celsius, and we're going to put the pie on the very, very bottom part. Apple pie. Is that alright?
Oh, are you mixing it all together?
I am. Yeah. Yeah, is that clever? Oh, you're not going to eat that. I'm putting it on top. Sprinkle a bit of the excess stuff on top here. So anyway, and we start baking that on the very, very bottom part of the oven for about 10 minutes. And then turn the temperature down to 180 degrees. And bake it for about another 30 minutes.
Shall I preheat the oven?
Yes, you can preheat the oven.
To how much?
And I'm just going to brush that with a little bit of milk on the pastry, just to make it go nice and golden as it cooks. Alternatively, you can do an egg wash, but a bit of milk is cheaper than an egg at the moment. All right, who's going to argue with that? Nobody. Pastry, nicely cooked. The apples are still slightly al dente, but that's the way I like them. Cook them for longer if you want them you know, more cooked through. I don't have to tell you what apple pie tastes like. It's yummy. It's apple pie. Nice and easy. No one complains. Awesome crowd pleaser. Hit like, leave me a comment, subscribe, and make apple pie. Yeah. Bye.